But next point is impulsive decision making. With a less brain, thinking provocatively as men, we allow ourselves to make decisions that we would not make, do things that we naturally wouldn't do. And of course, at first I'm talking about morals, but that's like thinking wise. I'm talking about doing things. It gets so far to the point to where you're willing to go meet up with this underage person to go get a cupcake, quote unquote. You're willing to get arrested because you have been so deprived of everything and so lonely in certain aspects. There's no community around you to help guide you and build you back up, that you are stuck in thinking that this is the way you should go about things. Now you're actually acting on trying to go meet up with this underage person. You're actually acting on trying to have intercourse with this underage person. There's probability in all these things, and it's something that's happening very frequently. We just don't want to acknowledge it. We have to start being very vocal about these things, because these are things that's happening in the world. We just are not voicing it in the correct way. We are very focused on the things that do not matter. Things like this topic right here can solve a lot of things in the world. If no one thought with lust, the world would be 10, 20, I say even 50 times better than it is now. So the final thing that I have to implement for this one is adultery. So even if you do come about a relationship, you have a significant other, and you still have a lustful brain, it will negatively affect you over time, if I'm being honest. If you never control it, if you never work towards breaking out of that lustful mindset, it's still going to be a problem during your relationship. That's why a lot of people cheat during a relationship. That's why a lot of people are searching to fill that void in themselves that they feel like they'll find in another person when they're in a relationship. They think the relationship is automatically going to fix everything that was there before they even got in a relationship. That's not how it works. These things have to be worked on and discussed with God and within yourself, even during that process of building a relationship and someone you want to create a covenant with in the future. So we must come out of this mindset that once we get a person to ourselves, then all of a sudden our lustful thoughts, our lustful ways of thinking, the actions that we used to do, the way we used to think and operate just automatically goes out the window. That's not how it works. These things still have to be worked on. We are very habitual creatures. Everything that we have done before will come back in some form or fashion in the future if we do not acknowledge it and take actionable steps to change those things. The Bible verse that goes with that is Matthew 5 verse 28, which states as such: everyone who looks at a woman with lustful intent has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Basically meaning that that same woman that you're looking at, her booty cheeks or her chesticles and stuff with your girlfriend, that's adultery. That's adultery in itself, because you're admiring another sacred temple while having your own. What was the point of the relationship then? These are questions that we must be able to process within ourselves and rationalize within ourselves, because if it was vice versa, then we would have a problem with it. So we must be able to rationalize these things as men and women. This really goes both ways, but I just wanted to make sure that both get an equal feeling. So yes, so I will close there. This has been a very informative session for myself included, as I speak not only through myself, but I have been gifted a message, so I must speak it. I have been building up knowledge for this long. So whoever watched this far, I hope you learned something, and I pray that you pray tonight to be called closer to God and to be diverted from a reprobate mind. So yeah, that's all I have to say. All praises to God. All glory be to God. Amen.